Hey guys, Dr. Emmett Brown 1.
UKHHM.
And I'm Psychomassacre Films, and this is HorrorNightsUpdaters. The Walking Dead is returning to Halloween Horror Nights over at Hollywood and Orlando this year. The mazes are going to be based on Season 3. We're going to go through Woodsbury and the prison, of course, and then some woods around there, and other scenes. And I think we're going to go through the governor's secret room in Woodsbury too. I think that's one of the scenes that are going to be in the maze. So that's pretty cool. And now the other thing that was announced for Orlando was that the whole street experience this year will be completely, entirely dedicated to The Walking Dead. Iconic sets and props and whatnot from all 3 seasons will be featured in the streets. For example, Atlanta with the tank from season 1, where Rick goes there and faces off some walkers and eventually goes inside the tank for safety. The Herschel Pond, and also Woodsbury and
the campsite.
The campsite. I don't know if that's going to be Woodsbury or maybe that campsite from season 1 where Andrea's sister gets killed. And
yay.
We'll see. So, yeah, it's going to be completely on The Walking Dead. But there's some rumors surrounding that there might be more to the street experience than just The Walking Dead. So I'll let UK Chichen and Dr. Emmett Brown talk about that.
Possibly we could have, many people are asking about the chainsaws, so possibly we'll have human survivors holding chainsaws, like last year at, Hollywood, during their terror tram, they had survivors, and they were, wielding the chainsaws and stuff, so we possibly might see them as not our chainsaw drill team, but as just survivors with chainsaws, just so, the chainsaws don't go away. Because that would be bad and have chainsaws at Horror Nights. But, yeah, I like it. I think it's going to be cool. I know, there's people that don't like the idea, but, try it before you judge it. And I think it's going to be really cool, especially if they're going to be using ideas and different techniques that they had used before at scare zones and stuff. And I really think the tank's going to be a really cool scene. The overrun Atlantis is going to be really cool. So, yeah.
Yeah, I just like to it on from Vic. I think if they pull it off like Japan pulled Resident Evil off, I think we're in for a massive, massive plus rather than... I mean, I know people want scare zones, and that's one of the things, but people got to remember we had scare zones like Nightmares and, in the past, and they've been shocking. And as the guys are talking about before, if they've got iconic scenes, and with last year, with the flow of traffic, everyone just going into houses because there was nothing to look at. I think, obviously, the park will bring a lot of Walking Dead fans, obviously due to the Walking Dead experience and the house. Whereas now it'll spread it out. Plus, to anyone who loves the show, which I think is most horror fans, it's going to be amazing. You're not just looking at, a couple of cars in the street and a few people with chainsaws running at you. You're going to be looking at iconic scenes out of one of the best shows there's been. And I just think it'll be I think if they pull it off, which I think they will do, with everything that's gone on, I think the pressure's on for it to be amazing. And they'll want to prove they were right in making in their announcement, and obviously the backlash that I think they'll go all out for it. I don't think it'll be some little crappy gravestone just shoved in the middle of the park somewhere. I think there'll be massive sets, and as Vic was saying, but I think in Japan they did the technique with Resident Evil where they used the projection out of acid assault to project Raccoon City Police Station over the top of another building, so they didn't have to build a full structure. They just use that technique. So it'd be good to see if they use stuff like that. Also, I was going to ask the guys as well, The Simpsons, do they have their RV van? When they come out, is their van? Because if they have got that, they could use it as what was he called now? The guy who had the RV, who gets killed in season 2. He had that van, didn't he?
Yeah, the only one.
Yeah, his guts whipped out. So they could even use that as a prop.
Right.
Got a tank, so. Because obviously they could put that in the part where they're going to do if they did the campsite. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I think they're gonna take the RV from the main last year and they're just gonna add it in the streets. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah.
You're thinking of Dale, Neil.
Dale.
Oh, yes, yeah, Dale. No forgettable character. But no, they're loads, isn't it? But I think it'd be cool as well if they could incorporate like they did in the show, like you had Dawn of the Dead zombies, like the Plaid zombie, just a little nod here and there to a zombie book.
If I remember correctly, I think they said that they're going to have some of the well-known looking zombies in their respectable scenes.
Cool.
Like possibly like the fat well zombie or something near the barn.
He's going to be in.
Yeah.
Well, they said the one that eats Laurie, they're going to have that in the house, didn't they? I think they're going to try and incorporate that. But Murdy said that
be cool.
They're going to incorporate that. The fat zombie said there's certain they want in the house as well. There's going to be the governor's room in there with the heads in the tank,
right.
Inside the tanks. They're going to incorporate that, so that'd be cool as well. Which in that, I reckon you'll probably have his daughter come running out. Might be wrong.
Yeah.
So, but I think I think they're great.
They're probably going to do this. You're probably going to walk in that room. They're going to have the heads on the right or the left, and people are going to be going, oh, and then on the right, it's going to get you. She's going to come flying out or something.
Yeah.
It's but I can't understand though. When we was talking about Walking Dead months ago, everyone was saying, I think it'd be great, with the prison they can do a lot more of it because obviously and if they let them run with it because it was restricted last year. So I just think now it's been announced, people have just gone overboard, like, it's going to be awful, I'm not going HHN, and it's like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't. So they'd rather little trick-or-treaters, rehash vampires, rather than a full experience, which it is, and that's the thing. So, I don't know. We'll see. I think it could turn out to be one of the best things they've done. Really could.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think so
if
too.
it's good, if it works out well, you never know what else they might do. They might be able to do something else where they can incorporate everything. It's, I think the thing is as well, I think we might have to get used to the fact that we may never get the full set of scare zones again like we used to, due to either the parade or construction. Because obviously when Harry Potter's done, E.T.'s going as well in it, and they're putting the Smurfs in.
Yeah, rumor is, those are the rumors, is a friggin' Smurf.
And obviously Kong had disaster. That's another rumor.
Or Godzilla, if Godzilla ever does good because of that contract Universal signed with Legendary, so you never know. But speaking of that parade, do you guys think that, like the tank and stuff, do you think they're gonna, I don't know how this is all gonna work out if they have the parade go through that route?
Well,
unless they're gonna have it in the back by New York, like all the way in the back by the, the fake library.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. I think if anything, it'll be out of the way, won't it? Or it'll be on something where they can they can pull it out for Horror Nights and put it back in the day, if you get me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll be able to wheel it out, so.
Besides The Walking Dead, there's also rumors that there might be additional characters roaming around. Originally it was rumored that there were going to be like 3 hordes roaming around the park that are not gonna they're not gonna have to deal with The Walking Dead. They're not gonna be about The Walking Dead, but they might be related, perhaps to Horror Unearthed or, I don't know, maybe something original for this year. Maybe linked to the theme or something else. What do you guys think about that?
If they do that, do you think they'll tell them specifically to stay out of those Walking Dead zones, though? Like maybe have them somewhere else, that certain spots they can roam, but they can't go into that, New York, Hollywood area.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I think if they did that, they'd have to, because it just ruins it all. I mean, you're like, fuck me, there's a zombie, and the next thing you're like, oh, there's a vampire. Just like, it's the Walking Dead / Twilight experience. But I think if they did that, they'd have to probably have a set scare zone, like where Barney is for them over. I don't want to be roaming. I think they could be a set scare zone over there, but you couldn't have vampires or monsters roaming. It just ruins it, wouldn't it? It ruined the whole effect that you're trying to set up. Like, oh, there's Urshul's barn. Oh, look, there's a vampire walking past, or a little trick or treater coming out. You got to have it if you're going to go. If you're going to announce that it's the full experience, they've got to stick to that, and they can't just start mishmashing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So I just think it ruined it, wouldn't it? But I just think I just can't wait, mate. I'll be honest.
Now we know why. Now we know why there's not any stilt walkers this year.
Yeah, because zombies don't wear stilts.
Unless they had some giant shack zombie or something.
Okay, guys. So the one final thing that we want to mention about The Walking Dead Street Experience is that actually last night, and it was actually quite a surprise. One of the art and design members from Universal Orlando, Michael Aiello, went on one of the Facebook 8-10 fan groups, and he started to talk about the Walking Dead Street Experience. He basically said that there's more to the experience. It's not just it's not gonna be what we're thinking. I mean, it's kind of be what we're thinking, but there's gonna be more to it. It's not just gonna be, oh, they're Walking Dead, okay. But he said he confirmed some scenes that are gonna be in the street experience, like we already mentioned, the tank, Herschel's barn, and all of that. The camp.
He said there's going to be more surprises in store for us, and people just not judge, but they jump to conclusion. Like they don't hear about what it's going to be, or they don't wait to see what's going to be. They're just like, oh my god, I hate it.
Right.
Yeah.
So he basically came in to say, guys, calm down. I'll tell you some stuff. Just simmer down, okay?
Right.
Yeah, he just said there's going to be more stuff, didn't he? And he said, obviously don't know everything that's going on, and he said about how they're going to make it amazing, and trust them.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, and also they were gonna incorporate some techniques and some stuff that they've used in past scare zones in past years.
Yep.
And I was thinking back to 2008, where there was this scare zone and there was this actual schoolhouse that they built for that particular scare zone. And you can go inside the schoolhouse, and there were actors in there waiting for you to scare you and stuff, and they could roam around that area. So we were speculating that what if, for example, in Herschel's barn, you can go inside the barn, and then there's walkers waiting for you, and they could scare you and stuff. It's been said by certain people that that's what's gonna be. That's what's gonna happen. So
we'll be able to walk through stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So if it's true, that'll be great. That'll be really cool.
Yep.
Personally, that's something I've never experienced at HHN before. So that'll be really cool.
It's cool. It's like little.
An actual proper.
Yeah, it was great, that little schoolhouse.
Yeah, the schoolhouse was cool, and they had the principal in there.
Yeah. Yeah, because you walked in and he was kind of, as you walked in, you're looking forward, and he was to your right, and he banged somewhere, and you'd be like, what the fuck? But it was amazing. It was, but that was where facing Mel's Diner, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I remember rightly.
Yes, you're right. You're correct.
Because they had the schoolhouse, didn't they? And then if you're looking at the schoolhouse to your right, they had the school bus, and it was pitch black. And I was just looking at it next, and there was a bit of strobe, and you could see silhouettes. And then all the I can't remember what Legion who were last year, the trick-or-treaters got off with a little mask on.
Yeah, the Morphins.
Yeah, they all got off. Yeah, it was cool. They started going around trick-or-treating. But no, to do something like that, incorporate something interactive like that into a scare zone, other than just like a booth scare, that'd be great. I think that'd be amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
So you guys, more news and surprises coming. So we'll just have to wait and see what it is. Okay, Neil, take it away.
And hopefully,
what are we gonna do now?
Hopefully something next week too, John. Hopefully.
Hollywood news right now. So yeah, Walking Dead's coming over there too.
Well, they like it.
But they're actually happy about it. Over here, we have a lot of people pissed off about it. Anyways.
Yeah, I don't know why. But yeah, go ahead.
Alright. So besides the names over there as well, the theme for the Terror Tram has also been announced, and it's The Walking Dead again. But this time what they're gonna do, and John Murdy on Twitter actually posted details about it, is that they're gonna
put real zombies in there.
Wait, what? So, but what they're gonna do now is that they're gonna take you outside of the walls of the prison in Woodsbury. You're just gonna pretty much experience what's going on outside of those two locations, and you're gonna, experience some scenes that are like from season 3 that are like, for example, the pit where the zombies are burned and rotten and everything. That's gonna be there, and other things. So, yeah, Terror Tram is The Walking Dead again.
Yep.
Yeah.
And John Murdy also confirmed on Twitter that, Evil Dead and The Walking Dead are the only two shared IPs at both events. And that's it. Everything else from now on is going to be Orlando or Hollywood.
Just another thing about Orlando, someone pointed out that they said, how does Walking Dead fit in with the Evil Has Taken Roots theme, due to obviously Cabin in the Woods being that the picture they put on the website was some woods and then a cabin. Evil Dead was same thing, some trees, but obviously you guys probably know that there was an Evil Dead poster on there with the pointy trees, exactly the same trees they put on the website, and then the cabin. But this is how does Walking Dead fit in, because there's no forest. Well, if you have a look at the picture they put on the website, they've done it so that it's as if you're coming through the woods, and the prison's there. They've obviously got the outline of the trees as if you're still in the woods looking out at the prison. So obviously what the kind of theme is obviously going to be, every time you come out of an exit to the woods, there's something there. Because the zombies are looking back at you. That's what the zombies are doing, aren't they? If you look at it, they're looking back. So,
right.
So I take it each house will be represented in that way.
Yeah.
But
they established an official setting for the event, and it's in these dark woods, and everything, all the houses are within the woods. So yeah, honestly, cabin in the woods. Self-explanatory. Evil Dead is another cabin in the woods.
Yeah. this is another thing people need to know too is, like you guys said, the houses are specifically themed in the woods. People were asking, well, how is the street, experience connecting with this? They specifically say the street is specifically themed to The Walking Dead. Like, you know what I mean? So people don't get confused.
Yeah.
Like, how is The Walking Dead streets go in with the houses and stuff? The houses are themed to the woods, not the streets,
Right.
That's the thing.
Press release. That's what I was thinking of. The official press release.
And I think the houses. Yeah, like even though all the houses are incorporated into the official setting that is the woods, each house is its own individual thing, its own individual event. It's not all the houses have no connection whatsoever.
Yeah.
They're individual events, but the only connection is that they're all connected to the woods. They're all within the woods. That's it. Okay, guys, stay tuned for more updates coming soon. Okay, Saga Massacre Films.
UK HHM.
Dr. Brown 1, and this is Horror Nights Updaters.
Alright.
Bye, guys.